Hello, hello. I am coming to you to again show you a quick makeup look with no foundation. Um, and I'm using e.l.f. concealer, and I'm using the True Complexion Black Radiance palette. There are 3 different colors available in this palette. So I am going to use these for your powder. So this is your go-to for a quick look. I'll show you how to just jazz it up, maybe with a little blush. But let's get started. So we're going to start with our eyebrows. I have my eyebrow pencil. I'm showing you how to do your eyebrows with powder versus an actual pencil. So I have my eyebrow brush. And you're going to see me looking between the phone and the mirror because I need to look closely when it comes to doing my eyebrows. So I brush the brow up, and I'm just going to line the brow. This is a dark brown. I'm just going to dry brush with the powder, and I'm just going to line underneath the brow with the powder. And now I'm just going to push upward to fill in the brow. I love the powder because it catches the hair and you have so much more control over product application. And then I go to the top and then I just fill in where I want my shape. Well, this is harder doing it without looking in the mirror than I thought. With my old age, the camera and my eyes are not working. So I hope you're able to see what I'm doing. So that's the brow. And I'll go ahead and work the other one. Same situation. Just filling underneath. Filling in the actual hairs. And the powder disperses so well in between the hairs. And you would do the same thing with the pencil. Just to me, again, it's easier to control with powder. And if you make mistakes, it's easier to clean up. So there are my brows. After I've applied the powder, just brush it up. Done. Next, I'm going to clean up the brow with concealer. You can use concealer that's your exact shade, or you can use one shade lighter. So I'm using for my under eye one shade lighter. This is Deep Chestnut by e.l.f. I like to apply the product onto my hand and then just work off of that. The wand for e.l.f. is kind of big, so it's kind of hard to make sure that you get, see that, a nice even application. So I use a flat brush. You can use an angle brush, you can use a square brush, concealer brush, but this is what I use. So I just tap onto my hand, grab a little bit of that product, and then I line underneath. Now I'm gonna try and do this. Okay, there we go. I generally like to lift right here where my arch is at. And I just clean up. And this helps me to create the shape. I just drag down the residual. I'll apply a little bit more to the base. I like to take an eyeshadow brush or a brush with a little density to it and tap in the product. And again, I'm using e.l.f. concealer, but I'm using mattify. I like the mattify because I like the matte finish look. They do have Radiance concealer, which is usually a white top. And then we'll do the other eye. The hydrating is thinner. Those are usually pretty good for those who have very dry skin, because the matte is going to mattify. So if you have dry skin, dry under eye, like your skin under here is really dry, it's probably best for you not to use the matte unless you apply some nice base treatment, some nice base eye creams to help give moisture under that eye if you're going to use the mattifying concealer. Same thing, we're just gonna clean up here. And again, this is, and our shades change. This is probably half a shade lighter than mine because of this Florida weather, this Florida unforgivable sun and disrespectful heat. Like so. Now I'm nice and clean. Some people still do the steps, some don't. I do. I like a full clean brow, so I'm going to take that same concealer. Some may use a concealer that's really your skin shade. If they don't like the halo look, I don't mind the halo look. So I still go above the brow to clean up. Make that joker sharp. And I use it flat. Underneath, I was using it where I was applying it so the top of the brush is laying underneath to help me outline. Now I'm going this way, flat, so the bottom of the brush is helping me to outline. And then I just take that out. That helps to prevent the halo. Grab the same shadow brush, or I don't know what brush this is. This is from Morphe, so I don't know, but I really like this one. And voila. And I'm gonna do the other eye. I'm going to go back under. I want to shape that a little bit more. I want more of an arch. Is it arch? Arch. I think it's arch. I want more of an arch. Yeah. Supposed to be sisters, not twins, but I always wanted to be a twin, so I twin out my brows as much as possible. And you can cut your under eye to your liking. Makeup is subjective. Do you, boo? We are not here to please man. Alright, so the brows are done. Okay, next, this is done. If you have dark spots, dark under eyes, you know, here, this is kind of like a little 5 o'clock shadow. And it's underneath, it's hyperpigmentation underneath. But sometimes it may penetrate through your foundation or your concealer, you can use an orange color corrector. And I'll just show you how this looks. Now this is from my line, Yellow Rose, but I do not have it on the site. My baby. And you just take a little brush and it'll help balance out the color. This is just a little extra added trait. If orange is something you're interested in, you can message me and I can still get it to you in 7 to 10 business days. But it's not on the site. And it just evens out the skin tone. It may look orange now, but once I apply product, that'll even out. Okay, so next we're gonna do concealer, and I'm gonna apply the concealer under the eye. I'm going with that same color, the one shade lighter. Now I'm going to use the wand. You can use the wand here, and you're gonna apply up under the eye. Like such. And you're gonna snatch up here. Okay, see that? And you're gonna do the other side. Up under the eye like so. And then we snatch, auntie, because I am 4 to 6 and I need snatching without scratching. And snatching without scratching means no surgery. I'm just gonna let the good Lord age me as he ages me, but in the meantime, I'm gonna help the visuals. I'm gonna also go here. You've probably seen this technique before. I like to go under the nose, but I like to go all the way around because of that little 5 o'clock shadow. We're gonna go down the center of the nose and then here. So we're hitting all of the highlight points. Bam, that's what your face is gonna look like. I like a beauty blender to blend it out. I will put a, what do you call it? Setting spray, sorry, on the beauty blender. Some people like to wet it all the way. Subjective, do you boo? Right now we just getting it on the face, okay? So, I like to start here and end with the under eye. So we're just gonna tap. It's a tapping motion, not a rubbing motion. We're pressing the product. So that's why it's important to do your placement well, because you're placing it where you want it to be. And once you do this section, it's literally just pushing it into the skin. Don't mind, if you anything like me and when you watch these and you look at everything, don't mind my doggone nails, okay? Don't do me. I'm just pressing. And again, I'm looking, go back my mirror over here. Pressing into the skin. See? Now I have smile lines here that are forming. As you notice, I did not put on any, why can't I think of the name? Primer. I mean, I have not found that primer really works. Sometimes if I'm really wearing a full foundation, I'll use powder before I apply my product, and that tends to help, especially with me being oily. So I prime my face with powder, but my skincare that I do is literally my primer. Skincare is key. You want good application of makeup, use skincare. Key. All right, so now that I've pushed all that in, we're gonna go under the eye and we're gonna push it. Push it in. Push it. Do do do. Do 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 do. Push it. Push it real good. Probably shouldn't sing that. It's so old school. And I like to drag it here because I have large pores, and I like to push the product into my pores to help minimize. Okay, next eye. And we're lifting that eye. By having it here, it lifts the eye. So like if you know, 46 and up and you dragging out on Botox, I don't Botox because I'm scared of stuff in my face, but I also don't like spending money like that for something that I have to keep doing. So I'd rather play around with visuals. I'll go back over the eye because that probably, I have not set that eye with powder, so the creasing can occur in there. And this I only do if I don't have lashes on, because I like my individual lashes and the ones that you do yourself, the clusters. I put clusters on. So when I have clusters on, of course, I can't go back under there. I'll go back under to clean it, excuse me, go back under to clean it with this brush if I have lashes on. And you still want to go under there, get good little cleanse, get in the crease of that nose. Yes, crease it, because you don't want that cake up look. That, let me use my good fingernail. You don't want that to be caked up. That is crunchy looking. Ew. So you get in there real good. Real good. Alright, so once you've done that, you want to set it. Set it. I like using my Yellow Rose translucent powder to set underneath the eye. It's very loose. And then I use a nice little brush. This is, I don't remember who, I think it's Crown. I don't know if they're still in business, but anyway, you just want to get a nice little brush before you go back under. You want to make sure it's smooth, because once you set it, it's going to set even the wrinkles. So we go in and we set under the eye like so, and around that nose, everywhere you apply the concealer, we're setting. Don't be scared of powder. You can use as a replacement, since this is Yellow Rose, there is Yellow Rose powder on the website. You can use gosh, I think e.l.f. has one too. Theirs might be pressed instead of loose, and pressed would look, this is still Yellow Rose, but pressed would look like this, right? So instead of using, you can use your beauty blender, or you can use and you can press it in like this. So I'll just say, instead of using your brush, you can use your beauty blender and push the product in, okay? Some people use the little triangle, I can't think of the word, but it's like a felt material. You can use that too. It's kind of like this material. It's dirty, but this material, but it's in a triangle, and it's like a cotton. You can, or not cotton, but I don't know what this is called. You know what I'm talking about, like this. But they're square. You can use that too to press underneath. Either one. Use what you can use. So this is your face, right? This is where you're at. Now this is when you grab your Black Radiance powder. You're going to grab a powder brush. You're going to find your color, whether it's this one or this one. I'm going to use this one to set my face. Like this. Like so. Like so and like such. Like such and like so. And this is your replacement for your pressed powder if you out, right? I'm just giving you tips and tricks. You done ran out of your pressed powder. You don't know what to do. You got to go. You got to either sing at church. You got to preach at church. What I'm going to do, Jesus. I want to be all together for myself as well as the people. Well, makeup, you can use all different types of ways, right? Powder is powder, color is color. Of course, there's going to be different consistencies, or different what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word. Formulas. Different formulas, but at the end of the day, it'll give you what you want. So now you have a full face. All you want to do at this point is just add on. you want to add your lashes, if you want to add shadow, and also make sure to set your eye. Sorry, I did not do that, but make sure you set the eye so it don't crease. But if you want to add shadow, if you want to add blush, in a situation like this, I would probably go to my blush, Yellow Rose blush. Say I'm in a hurry, I don't have time to do a whole look, I'll go to my blush and I'll make this blush my eyeshadow and my blush look. So I'll grab it, and then I will just start here right at the, what they say, the height of your cheek, and then I will just go upward. I'll go up, and then I'll bring that to the eye. Especially if I have lashes on, I have to, of course, do it a little cleaner. But with no lashes, just go to the eye and bring it around. Like literally fill this whole area with blush, and it just brightens up the face. You could tap it or you could go upward. And I like to use a color that's not so bold, and that's just me because I like to give off that natural, put together, I woke up like this look. It just brightens up the face. It opens up the face. It opens up the eye. And this is a cream blush. Again, not on the website, but if interested, you can DM me and I can send you info. All right, that's your face. Like I said, you can add to it. You can take this same contour palette and you can contour your nose. All right, you go in with, you go in with a shade darker or the same shade. You contour from the bridge of the brow. Right here. Yeah. Just contour that thing out. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah. And go bring it right up under the eye. Look at that. That thing is banging. If you want to bring it down, to bring it down. My nose is, the tip of it is like pointing, say, hey you. So I bring it right here. And then I also take a little bit and I go across the tip, like right, like so. Like such and like so, right? And then I take my beauty blender and I push everything I just did in. Push it in. Push it in. Alright? Like so. And if I want it any softer, I'll take that same powder brush. Powder it around. Bam! And then again, all you have to do is add on. You can keep adding on to this look. You can go like this. You can throw you some mascara on. You can throw you some lashes on. I'm going to throw me some lashes on. You can do some highlight powder, you know, Yellow Rose highlight powder, or you can do a stick. This is the NYX stick. NYX stick has a little gold to it. You can put a little gold on the tip of your nose. Because you're in a hurry, you don't have time to do the powder. You go down the center of the nose. You could take it to the corner of the eye. Look at that. Boom. You could take it up underneath the brow arch. And rub it in. You can take it at the high points of your cheek. Tap it in. Tap, not rub. High points of your cheek. Tap it in. This the good hand. Tap it in with the good hand. Tap it in with the good hand. Tap it in with the good hand. You're done. You're literally put together. Now you can add on. Like I said, lashes, lip. You could go with a lipstick or lip gloss. I have these new lip oils on my line. They are amazing, absolutely amazing. To me, it replaces lip gloss and chapstick at the same time. It's a lip oil. It has jojoba oil in it. It has vitamin E in it. Amazing. So you just put that on and it gives you put too much, my bad. That wand thick, and that'll give me a nice little shiny lip. And like I said, my eyes right now look like a little baby orangutan, or it looks like a little chicken, because I don't have any lashes. This is the up close and personal. But when I put lashes on, it's just going to give it a va-va-va-voom. And then I'll just show you how I do my individual lashes. But this is your final look. What do you think? You think you can get by?